Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is me, Liz, with Sneak Peeks Tarot. This reading here is for my Aquarius. If you're a subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're not, please hit the alarm, like, and subscribe button. As always, follow your own intuition in any situation, okay? I'm only throwing 3 cards out for this mid-month reading for March 2018. If any card comes out, I'll keep it as a bonus, but I'm only using 3 cards. Now, as always, follow your own intuition, and if this does not resonate with you, please check out your moon and rising signs, okay, guys? Yep. Your first card is the Devil card. All right. Oh, okay. Second card is the Five of Swords. Okay, Aquarius. There we go. Third card is the Ace of Wands. So let's talk about this here, Aquariuses. You know, your overall energy was the Five of Wands. So that talks about pettiness recently in your life. Or maybe little petty arguments. That's really pretty much what it's saying. Alright? And it's due to different things. Overindulging. Being addicted to certain things, maybe doing too much of some things, or, you know, that's pretty much what Devil card is. Okay, pretty much you're either dealing with a Capricorn or you're dealing with something you're overindulging in, which also can be a temptation. It can be a bad habit, an addiction. I'm going to clarify this. For some of you, this can be about drugs, alcohol, and stuff like that. For others of you, it could be about sex. It could be about playing too much games, spending too many hours doing one thing, or maybe somebody that likes to go out too much. Whatever it is an overindulgence. It's a temptation. It's an addiction. And when the Devil comes out, it talks about addressing that situation in your life, addressing the things you're overindulging in, or, you know, maybe you might be addicted to right now in your life. Okay, Aquariuses, so you really take some consideration that some things in your life aren't meant for you right now. They're not serving your best good, and they're actually affecting you. Okay, because the second card we got here is the Five of Swords, and it's causing you to have these little, if it's not an arguments between other people, arguments, because that's what Five of Swords talks about, arguments. It can be a lot of negative buildup of negative thoughts in your mind, okay, about this. But it's bringing a few problems. That's really what it's saying. These overindulgence, the... I'm sorry about that, but like I was saying, these little either addictions, overindulgence that you've been doing lately, something you've been doing a lot of, that is starting to affect either your mental process or people around you, okay? So you need to kind of like either deal with these things or let go of them because they're not serving you good, all right? Especially if it's starting to affect your life, you know, either mentally, pessimistic, you know, like these little negative thoughts are popping up, or you're just having little different arguments with different people, or just, you know, even with one person because of this overindulgence. You know, I want to laugh so bad, guys. I'm going to tell you why, because I'm an Aquarius, okay? And lately, I do bicker and been a little bit, you know how you say, attitude-y, you know, like this Five of Swords, but it's because I got a little addicted to this new game that my boyfriend plays all the time, and you know, I get frustrated, but I be spending a lot of hours, and I've been maybe spending a little bit too much hours playing the game, and now I'm like overriding his time with his game. So I have to laugh because those are the things I'm talking about. Things that you overindulge in, things that you're doing too much of, and it's causing a little bit of arguments, and it has. Me and him kind of argue about who spends more time on the game and who plays next and stuff sometimes. So, you know, I get to the humor in it. I actually agree with, because this is pretty much happening right now as we speak in the situation currently in my life. Like I said, I am an Aquarius sun sign, so, you know, it does talk a lot about these being negative and having these arguments and being attitude-y. You know, I'm reading this and it makes me want to turn around, look at my boyfriend and be like, oh, babe, I'm sorry, because I've been really, I've been an asshole over a game. You know what I mean? But he hasn't been to. But as the end of the day, those cause little arguments when you do it. Some people, it might not be like me. I'm a sporty person and I like doing things that my boyfriend does too. So that's different. But currently, for some of you, it might not be that. Some of you might be going out too much, or going out to a bar too much, or drinking too much, smoking too much. It might not even be with another person. It could be just a couple of things, you know what I mean? But it talks about doing stuff that is causing little arguments in your life, and trying to take. In other words, the next card you got is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is taking action. Okay, take action to you want to change things. You're very passionate. You want to start something new and you want to be creative. Start a new project that's not so you're stuck on or indulging in, or is bringing you like addiction or temptation, because like I said, it's starting to affect your surroundings or the way you think about things, and it's becoming a little, like I said, the overall car energy was the Five of Wands. So it's the little petty arguments. It's like pettiness, tit for tat type shit. And oh, excuse my language, but still, you know what I mean. And it's about taking action and finding a new inspiration, or, a new inspiration of doing things differently, or maybe a creative way of trying to, you and whoever you're dealing with, or other people around you, creative way of doing things, and, not overindulging or taking too much or doing too much of one thing, but finding an inspiration or starting something different in order to keep yourself occupied and not overdo it with one specific thing. Like I said, it could be a temptation, it could be an addiction, it could even be just, being very submissive, to things around you, because you're tempted. It's like giving in, you're like a little kid in a candy store. So you need to like take control of your life, be the leader of your life, and not let these overindulgence and temptations bring these little aspects of arguments in your life or negativity in your mind or your life, and really find new creative ways and a new way of taking things, taking action, a new way of doing things, maybe a new inspiration, or find another creative project that can steer you away from temptations or negative aspects that can come to you, okay? So that's so far for you right now, my Aquariuses. Aquariuses are very influential anyways, and you gotta understand that we can be easily influenced at times too, and that's why we can get this devil card here a lot. Even though it's a Capricorn card, it talks about, that's submissive to temptation, or just being very submissive to the things around you. It could be money, it could be love, it could be being around, like I said, different aspects, drugs, alcohol, drink, partying, going out too much, going out dancing too much. It doesn't matter. These are overindulgence. This could be somebody that eats too many Cheerios, I don't know, but it's just doing too much of one thing that's starting to affect you negatively, and you need to find a new creative way of doing things differently, or a new inspiration, or a new creative project to steer you away from these temptations that don't really serve you. It's just, don't overdo it. I'm not saying that you can't go out, have fun, you can't have that drink, or you can't go out dancing once in a while. And I'm not saying, like in my situation, it's not saying you can't play the game no more. It's just saying don't overindulge. You're overdoing it. You're playing too much. You're doing too much, okay? You're just taking too much of that energy, and you need to not do it because it affects you negatively in some aspect of your life or some way, whether it's mentally or just little different arguments or petty things that happen in your life because of it. And find new inspiration to take action differently, or to find a new project that can keep you kind of busy from not overindulging on one thing, but doing something differently once in a while. It's like not, how you say, if you're somebody that eats pizza all day long, go try some Chinese food for a while, you know what I mean? And come back to pizza 3 days later. That way you can give yourself a break from whatever it is that you're overindulging in, or the temptation is causing you the addiction because you're doing too much. Like me, I also can give you another example for myself. I love Pepsi, but I know it's not good for me, and I know I have to slow down, and I overindulge in my Pepsi. I drink Pepsi too much, and it's causing me a little bit of situations in my life that I know that I have to find a new creative way to, take action, or find something different that can help me break those habits. And that's what I do. So, I'm drinking a little bit of green tea now, or some water, instead of always drinking soda and coffee and stuff like that. Because Trust me, I got kids. That first thing I do in the morning when I wake up is make me a big cup of coffee. You know, and then after that, when I'm ready to crash after having such a coffee, I drink me a can of Pepsi to perk me right back again. You know, it's all caffeine though. It's an overindulgence though, right, guys? So I'm gonna give you one card to take with you for the next 2 weeks, for the last 2 weeks of March of 2018. Okay, guys? Just give me a second. Excuse me. And you got you got the Knight of Gabriel. And the Knight of Gabriel talks about having confidence, be enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. In other words, being a better person overall. But it's time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. And that's exactly what it's saying. Knowing, you kind of, in this point right here, you know. It's like these, for some, for some of you that this ain't arguments, it could be your own negative thoughts, you know, your own intuition basically, or your own mind letting you know you're overindulging, you're overdoing it, you're taking too much of this, you're addicted to something and you need to let it go, okay? And with the Knight of Gabriel, it's telling you, because it's also taking action, and it's taking fast action. It's kind of letting you know that you know that how you say you know what you have to do in order to break the habits, to break the temptation, to break that cycle you're in of being addicted to something or overindulging in something. It's like, you know, with the Knight of Gabriel, it's telling you, you know what to do and you need to take action and you need to make the changes now. And like I said, with the Ace of Wands, because this is all wands, there's a lot of fire energy, okay? And Aquarius, this is you. You're the swords. This is your energy right now because of it. It's like a combative energy, okay? That's why I said it could be your own thoughts, or it could be just little arguments and petty things that you're going through. Or even with somebody else arguing, you know, it's just causing a negative effect right now for dealing with too much indulgence or too much temptation or whatever it is over here. And it's telling you to really take action, to find a new creative project, to have new inspiration, to do something different, to take action on something different. So with the Knight of Gabriel, it's like, you know you're overindulging, you know you're addicted to something, you know you're overdoing it here, and you know what to do to change it. So do that, okay, Aquariuses? Take the action, make the changes, and everything will turn out better for you, and you can start something new. Be more creative, have the inspiration, the aspiration to pursue something, you know, have the courage, you know, have the confidence. Especially the Knight of Wands talks about having lots of confidence to move forward. You know, and having courage and confidence to move forward away from the temptation, because sometimes it's really hard to let go of these addictions. So you need to have a lot of strength, courage, you know what I mean, and confidence in moving forward and breaking these bad habits, addictions, or overindulgence that you're dealing with right now, Aquarius. Please give yourself the opportunity to do something different and bring new inspiration into your life and be more creative to balance out your life, so that way you don't have this devil, you know, this devil energy of being addicted and, you know, very submissive to the things around you, you know, very you know, people, just these things can have a lot of control on your aspect mentally and emotionally, and you want to like release them. So, you know, release the things that no longer serve you. Try something new and don't overindulge the things you have been, because it can cause a few problems in your life if you don't take action now, okay? With this is take action now, all right? This is here your warning. This is your overindulgence. You know it. You already been thinking about it. This is mental. You've been thinking about it also. And this is telling you, you know what to do. Take action. Make the changes now. Not later. Now. All right? So that's all I have for you, my dear Aquariuses. As always, follow your own intuition. I love and respect who you are. Namaste. Goodbye.